We actually studied this last year, and what we found is that most fundraisers stick around a good deal longer, like 4 or 5 years. There's this small cohort, though, that jump way more frequently, like 6 months. And so they actually throw the curve on that and create that sort of 18-month window, right? But when we asked fundraisers, what's the most important thing that keeps you in your job? What they said was, if my CEO is fully invested in fundraising and philanthropy, then I'm more likely to stay around. And so, I think a lot of leaders get scared with that, right? Because they're like, wait a minute, I hired these people because I'm not a fundraiser. I don't want to do that. And I don't think that what fundraisers mean is the CEO is the chief asker, right? In some instances, that might be the case, particularly if you're in a really small shop. But what I think it means is that CEO or executive director has to acknowledge fundraising is essential to our work, right? And philanthropy is core to who we are as an organization. It's not a dirty word. It's not something we have to do so that we can do our actual work. It's part and parcel of the work, right? And I think it means that, the CEO is showing up to important meetings related to philanthropy. They're making sure that the team has the resources and the tools and the training that they need. They are acknowledging that work as critical and important to the organization, and they're lifting up successful fundraisers and celebrating the impact that they make in their organization. So I think it's that kind of thing, right? There are certain other aspects that I think also contribute to turnover, particularly with smaller organizations. Sometimes it's just a matter of they don't have the capital to actually hold people around. If you've got a great fundraiser, I remember I was working with one organization where they had a fundraiser who was raising $3.5–4 million a year, and they were paying him less than $60,000 a year. And his boss came and said, look, I'm going to need to give this guy a raise because he's really good and he's going to get recruited away. And the board just couldn't get around the idea of paying this person anymore. And within 4 months, he was gone, right? So there are certainly like just pure economic issues, I think, that contribute to this a lot. But that idea of the CEO being fully invested in the work, I think, is really important. And then I think all the other culture issues, contribute to it as well.